Welcome to Underground Sports Talk. I'm Alex.
Why's your voice like? Do that again. That wasn't good.
Welcome to Underground Sports Talk. Jordan is gay.
And I am Jordan.
and I am a single man, ready to mingle. Single and ready to mingle.
We're getting a good laugh. All right.
Welcome to Underground Sports Talk, by the way. My name is Alex.
I'm Jordan.
And he is. And, we had a really stupid, unbelievable, horribly great excuse to drink whiskey today. Kind of day yesterday when it came to injuries. We had a bunch of guys who are out. I'll name them off real quick, and then we'll talk about them in that order. We had a Zach Tom, Evan Williams, Christian Watson, and freaking Micah Parsons was out. So, starting with offensive lineman, Zach Tom. I always think when offensive linemen go out starters, it is way bigger than what some people realize because when you're not winning in the trenches, you're going to be on the benches.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like fans don't really, because nobody's talking about who even knows who Zach. I mean, we know who Zach Tom is, but people aren't talking about Zach Tom. The ESPN, all that, they're not talking about Zach Tom, because he's not, a defensive lineman. He's not a quarterback. He's not a receiver. Something that's, flashy. But I'm glad that Zach Tom doesn't seem to be a serious injury. Now, we don't know yet if he's going to be back against the Bears. But one thing I do know is we're going to need him, especially with the other injuries that we have, to protect our quarterback because we're gonna have to score points.
Yeah,
and put points on the board.
We do, and we will. The thing is, we're trying to figure out the severity of all these injuries, but all they're saying is doesn't look as severe as Micah Parsons. Like, thank you, thank you, interwebs. I appreciate that. Thanks for the reminder. But Zach Tom being injured is huge. I mean, you seen in the fourth quarter, they were just getting after us. Jordan Love didn't have time to do snap. So, it's big. I hope that he can come back. Obviously, we're not at the point where you can just take games off to rest. So if you're ready to go, I hope they play him. I just don't think we're at the point where we can just take games off.
We got a huge game coming up. We can't.
Chicago Bears
have to win that game. So I think so. And going into unless you have anything else on Zach Tom.
Yeah, no, some Tommy boy.
Evan Williams also knee injury.
Huge.
He is big. He allows Xavier McKinney to do Xavier McKinney things like drop the interceptions, but with him playing on the strong side. He really helps that defense, and he's had a great year. I like me some Evan Williams.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that his wasn't serious. Again, we don't know what's going on yet. If he's going to be there for the game, it's a little bit shorter of a turnaround. But I hope so, man.
Yeah. So, and we're going to keep our eyes. Obviously, it's still early. It's Monday while we're talking about this, and we will have an injury report out. Friday morning, but a lot of it looks like it's not as serious as Micah Parsons. No, but we don't know too much about Zach Tom and Evan Williams, but the next one we have Christian Watson, who is out. Another thing on Evan Williams, one thing that he did say is that it didn't feel as bad as his knee injury in college, which he was out 4 weeks for. So does that mean he's out 2 weeks, 1 week? Who knows? No weeks.
It sounds like he's trying to still play in the regular season.
Yeah.
I still would be shocked to see either of those guys in Chicago. I would.
Yeah. And it might not be the right time. I think it's kind of next man up time. But anyways, next we have Christian Watson, which, I mean, we kind of have a little bit more of an update on that one than the other two because it's said that he's definitely not ruled out for the Chicago game with the chest injury that he had to go to the hospital for.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance.
Yes.
Like Lloyd Christmas. from Dumb and Dumber. Not Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks is
He's a good guy.
he's a good man. I like Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, you like some Lloyd Banks?
Yeah.
The best one, I think.
What's your favorite song by Lloyd Banks? Side note.
Beamer, Benz, and Bentley.
Oh yeah, Beamer, Benz, and Bentley.
Hey, that remix though that never came out. It was hard, right? The one we made.
I wouldn't know because it never came out.
Maybe on the next episode.
All right. Christian Watson. How do we even start talking about Lloyd Banks? Oh, Lloyd. Okay, because you want to do this. There might be a chance. There might be a chance. So we'll keep our eye on that as well. But right now it's a chest injury. Don't really know why he had to be hospitalized, but anything in the chesticle area is kind of scary because you got like a heart there. You got a ticker that wants to keep ticking.
As a man, you want to take care of the chesticles. Everybody knows that. You got to take care of the chesticles. So
bench press for upper chest and dips for lower.
And Christian Watson is probably he is one of the most impactful players on our team. He's right up there with Zach Tom. Might even be a little bit more because I do think that
Zach Tom's
his impact.
Oh, his impact.
Yeah.
We're talking about wide receivers.
Yeah, Zach Tom's a great wide receiver. We just play him.
He's wide.
So
does he receive?
But you did see once. So Zach Tom went down. We still didn't get any sacks until Christian Watson went down. Once Christian Watson went down, you got to think they got to put an extra safety back. They can't be, bringing 5-6 guys if you got a guy with that speed. Now, I think they're underrating our other guys like Reed and Golden. Yeah. They got some speed, but Christian Watson. Oh, pancakes are ready.
Yes.
Christian Watson
the meatloaf
changes the game. So, but we will see. All those are question marks. The last one here is not a question mark. Unfortunately, is not a question mark. Everybody saw what happened. We watched that. I forget what his name was. That doctor. He talks about.
There's a YouTube doctor.
Yeah,
it was all speculation until it was proven right. But yeah, you could see it was nasty.
Yeah, it was nasty. You see when they put it in slow motion, you could see his fibula go forward a little bit, and then when he let the pressure off his foot, you could see his actual shin bone fibula go backwards. It's pretty gross.
Not supposed to be there. That's an area where it should probably not be.
That's not a moving part.
It doesn't move there. There's no joints there.
There's no joints there.
It's not a Cypress Hill concert. Yeah. So,
nice one. But
I thought of that all by myself.
So Micah Parsons is done for the year with a torn ACL.
Yeah. It's been confirmed. We were all hoping maybe it would come out, thinking kind of reminiscing on that Jordan Love injury early on last season where it looked like could have been bad and came out with some good news. This was not the case, unfortunately. But, he'll be back. I just think that with all these injuries, the reason why we want to talk about them, they played a big impact on the game, not just because of the players themselves were out, but just the morale around the team. And I just think that, we have a lot of guys who need to step up this week. And we're going to talk about that in our Bears preview on people we want to see step up and play the game of football at a Green Bay Packers level.
Yeah, and going into Micah Parsons and all those guys and the morale, I think a lot of it has to do with you think of the guys that got injured. Micah Parsons, one of the hardest working people on the team, but he's the heart and soul of the team this year. Yeah. And then you talk about Christian Watson, who everybody knows what he's battled with injuries. So I know they're feeling for him. And same with Zach Tom. He's been having some injuries this year too. So these guys, I think it wasn't just the fact that we're, like you were saying, we're missing the players, but it's the emotional, our guys not feeling, obviously not happy, but, feeling for the other guy, being out and, because they all three of those ones look like they could have all been season-ending injuries. So I guess when we really look at it, we have gotten more good news than bad news. Unfortunately, probably the player we wanted to see the more good newser happen was like a no.
The bad news is the baddest of them all.
Yes. So, yeah, Micah, that's tough. Hopefully, we can go get this Super Bowl for you. You know, you were a big part in the Super Bowl run that we're about to take. We'll get you a ring, and then we'll just add you to the team next year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Little bump.
little bumperooski. So, yeah, big injuries. Micah Parsons, obviously, the entire internet is ready to donate their ACL to him.
You already put your bid in?
I put my bid in, but Jordan said I was too short. So I don't know if that'll work. Maybe I don't want him to have mine, but please, if there is a 6'3" man out there that has carried some weight on his knees, I hope that you donate your ACL. Mike, he's a big guy. You know, he's heavier than most 6'2" people.
Yeah. What is Micah Parsons?
I mean, he's not
What's
huge.
his-
They say he's under. He's like.
It's like he has got to be like 250, 260.
Yeah, they say he's undersized, but
Undersized.
that's what I heard.
My ass.
That's what I heard. But like for like a defensive end, I don't think for like a human being, he's pretty big. So
because we're like regular human beings.
yeah. So, all right, yeah, we got a 6'3", 250-pound man. He'll probably have a good ACL for Micah. No previous injuries. I'm saying about 25.
Boy's ripped.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I look like under the shirt.
Can't even look up his height and weight without seeing injury reports.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Definitely the. I would say that's the worst injury we could have had. I even think that Love getting hurt. I feel like Micah Parsons is worse.
We got a Malik Willis. Well, that's a strong take, but
That's my take. What do you think?
uh,
If anybody could go down on the team, like who is the one? It's between them two, obviously.
it is between them two for sure.
Man, it's tough because Jordan Love touches the ball every time on offense, but Micah Parsons almost touches the ball every time on defense. So
I'm just gonna sit here and be grateful that Jordan Love isn't injured too, and we hope that he steps up and has himself some games headed into these next few weeks here and into the playoffs. And a Merry Christmas. Yeah. Well, I think that's all I got. I feel like I had more, but who knows? You never know. You won't know till you won't know.
Stop the episode, please.
Shrek song.
Stop it right now.
All right. So this is Underground Sports Talk. We had injuries, but we will
Rise again.
rise again.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.